Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Oh, yeah. Let's dance. Let's exchange some sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. We do it each and every day. Back and forth we go. At the end of the segment, Beef will hand out a prize pack that includes what today, Beef?
Prize pack today is going to get the one lucky Guggen, a complimentary car wash from our friends at Zips Express Wash. They've got 7 area locations to serve you, including one over in Orange Park, and they'll get some complimentary airport parking from our friends over at usapark.net.
Okay, so before we get into these sports concepts and questions and angles and answers, I've told you as I've started Operation Dry County, which will hit the 2-week mark, the halfway mark on Sunday, that I really I've missed the Coke more than the alcohol, right? I really haven't wanted a beer or wine or any of that stuff, but the sodas have been getting me.
Yeah.
I'm concerned now because the climate shift has occurred.
I really don't miss the drinking. I miss the Coke.
There you go. And so I take Mrs. P out for a lovely Valentine's dinner last night.
Very nice.
Seafood at that. And, she, and God bless her, as she should on Valentine's night, enjoyed a couple of mojitos. And then I noticed the guy to the right was drinking what looked like a delicious old-fashioned. And my lovely couple over here have just cracked open a bottle of Pinot. And now the switch has occurred. I now miss the alcohol more than the soda. And that's gonna be a harder battle to fight here for these last 2 weeks. But in just the effort of to be in full disclosure. Now this is after playing TPC yesterday with a cocktail party afterwards. I mean, I'm putting myself in harm's way too often, Dan. I think I may just have to retire to a cave.
Hunker
somewhere.
down.
Yeah, but we'll see.
The NFL has banned
worse.
the all-time leading sack guy from the combine, and okay, well, the NFL, if you mess up, you can't come. I get it, but I don't get this one. And I gotta guess there's worse dudes out there. I mean, he got in a fight when he was a freshman at a McDonald's.
I don't understand that either.
So why is he banned? I know. I don't know why he's banned.
It's pretty weak. I mean, and this doesn't do the NFL any kind of service, Dan. I mean, I'm sure the teams would like to get that up close look at the kid,
right?
Interview him and get to the bottom of those things. It would seem to me that if you have a kid who had trouble, it's more important for him to be at the combine, even if you want to prohibit him from working out on the field. But teams need you would think it's kind of counterintuitive that you would need the extra.
Is Johnny Manziel banned from the combine?
No. I don't. This is a new one on me, and this is going to open up a Pandora's box potentially because. Listen, this just in, okay? Football is not the debate team. You're going to have fun. And matter of fact, Dan Hicken, I'm going to say this, and this is not going to sound very politically correct. If I've got a football team, quite frankly, if I've got a football team and all 85 guys, none of them have been in a fight, I'm not sure I have a good football team.
Well, I listen, again, I'm not encouraging guys to fight. I just don't understand why a fight at McDonald's in your freshman year do we go that? I'm pretty sure every one of those guys has something as egregious as a fight at a McDonald's when you're 18 years old. Again, unless there's no record that he beat the guy to a bloody pulp or left the guy, his face mangled. There's nothing like that. It was just so I'm trying to figure out this deal. So it doesn't seem to make sense to me either.
What do you make of Colin Kaepernick agreeing to speak to the AAF about playing in their league, a league that pays their players 3 years, $250,000, and then asking for $20 million? Does that?
It tells me that a couple things. Number one, listen. Well, it makes zero sense. I mean, he knows that they're not going to give him $20 million, and why would you, if you're the AAF, give Colin Kaepernick $20 million? It makes zero sense to me, and I don't want to sit there and say, listen, I'm not going to sit there and say it means he doesn't want to play football. If somebody offered him X amount of millions of dollars to play in the NFL, I'm pretty sure he would take it. So I think that's just his way of saying I'm not playing in the AAF is what I'm thinking. I don't really,
Would the AAF get him back to the NFL any quicker if he
No.
went? No, it wouldn't, right?
No. Or he's not going back. We've gone over this.
Yeah.
Yes, it's collusion. They're not allowing him. No one's going to sign him.
I don't know if it's collusion, but it's
Yeah.
definitely some sort of.
Well,
Maybe
I'm not going to get into
blackball's
the
a better
legal
word.
term.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever it is. We know that.
He was good enough to be on a roster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all know that.
Yeah.
But now, how many years has he missed?
He's missed 2 complete seasons.
Plus more, right? Or no?
Well, he played the year before.
Okay. So no, I don't see him return to the NFL. But Tim Tebow also said he doesn't want to come to the AAF. He wants to
It
play
is
baseball.
taking on kind of like this mythical, kind of environment from this standpoint. I mean, you'd listen to the Colin Kaepernick supporters now, and you'd think he was Russell Wilson being blackballed from the league.
Well, yeah.
There's some misremembering of just what Colin Kaepernick was. The league had started to figure him out. He wasn't the same quarterback statistically or otherwise who had, taken the 49ers to the Super Bowl a few years before.
Mm-hmm.
And the NFL also ran into, this is more than just standing up for social issues. Colin Kaepernick took it a step further. It wasn't just about social justice. It was about the attack, not physical, but the attack and criticism of like police departments that many people, appreciate. So
Correct.
anyway,
Idea to make money, become a defensive coordinator at the college level. You surprised that Todd Grantham ultimately decided to stay in Gainesville? And number 2, why did the Cincinnati Bengals bother to fly him up and interview him and decide that they're his first choice if they know they're going to have to pay him more than $1.8 million when they're the Cincinnati Bengals? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
that I can't answer.
Yeah.
I'm more
They
surprised.
had to know what he was making, right? This doesn't come as a surprise.
Well, you probably would know that. Yeah, I would think. I'm more surprised that I would have been disappointed. Like if you asked me this a year ago, I'm more surprised that it would bother me if Todd Grantham was leaving. I was never a Todd Grantham guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's okay. I mean, I appreciate him okay, but it's not like Todd Grantham to me was, like the bold mind of college football when it came to suffocating defense. He was, a guy who had bounced around literally 10, 15 different places. So I would think that if he turned down the defensive coordinator job with the Cincinnati Bengals to stay in Florida, that he's, he'll stay there attached to Dan Mullen for a while. Todd Grantham's never gotten a head coaching opportunity, has he?
No.
So
Probably a little too salty.
Yeah, maybe, but it might land you at Tulsa or SMU or somewhere. So
$1.79 million.
Beef, do you at your fingertips?
Woo!
Do you have readily available any or all of the following 3 musical acts from the 90s? Okay, you ready? Any of these 3: MC Hammer, Tone Loc, or Color Me Bad? If you could
we call that 90s kids. We call that the Holy Trinity, Jeff.
Oh,
is that the Holy Trinity?
No, not really.
Okay, well, it will be, apparently, for Florida State University. That's right. Throwback Part 2, going with a 90s theme to it. Other spring games, can't touch this. Florida State announcing that MC Hammer, Tone Loc, and Color Me Bad will play a post-game concert after the Garnet and Gold spring game on April 6th.
Was it Vanilla Ice last year? Did he play Tallahassee?
If only they could bring back 1990s football talent and results. The show will mark the first time in more than 10 years that MC Hammer has played a concert in the state of Florida. Don't you think Deion Sanders had something to do with this, Dan? Right? Deion and Hammer were boys at one point.
Yes.
It's part of Hammer's House Party Tour, a show that undoubtedly will be too legit to quit. It comes 1 year. Yeah, you're right. 1 year after Vanilla Ice, Salt and Pepper, and Rob Bass performed at Doe Campbell Stadium after Willie Taggart's first spring game at the helm.
Rob Bass, the 10-minute drill theme song.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's what. Please don't play that. Anyway, the Seminoles should be more concentrating on improving on that 5-7 record from a year ago. So. But there is this. Maybe fans getting their first glimpse at the 2019 Noles will be at least left with a better taste in their mouth after MC Hammer, Tone Loc, and Color Me Bad.
Well, they may be tapping their foot at least.
Yeah.
Will Deion get up there and do Must Be the Money?
You know what? It'd be really good if they did the concert while the game was going on. That would be fun. Put them up in like one of the completely empty sections of the stadium, which there will be plenty of. for the game on April 6th, and then just
Next to the book guy?
right, the book guy didn't have anyone within a country mile of him, so just set them up there in the north end zone and let the bands play while the spring game is going on, and then you won't have to watch in case things go completely off the rails. I was saying earlier, Dan, and this will conclude the 10-minute drill. It's not necessarily a headline, but what a great little stretch we got coming up here. March 13th, the NFL year opens. We're going to get into free agency and all that good stuff.
Good.
That same week, we have the Players' Championship here in town as it moves to March. The next weekend, it's the NCAA basketball regional down at the arena. And then the Tuesday after that weekend, Florida State baseball at the baseball grounds.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds
College baseball starts today, by the way.
It does?
Yeah.
Who do your Gators play?
Long Beach State.
Oh, that's a big one.
It's a big 3-game set. I think.
Is it in Gainesville?
Yes. I think JU and UNF, if you're jonesing for some college ball, go check those guys out.
Okay.
So, we're ready to. And Mike Martin's last year in Tallahassee. So lots of good stuff happening in college baseball.
One more 0 for 2 in a barbecue before he hangs it up.
No.
This is the drill.
Let's take caller number 5 at 641-1010. For my folks, what they're getting one more time?
They're going to get their car washed by our friends at Zips Express. They've got 7 area locations, including one over in Orange Park. They'll also get some free airport parking from usapark.net.